Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5 of Card Games That Don't Suck, in which I'm joined by Annie and Kylie, Kylie and Annie to teach you Skull, a game which requires, which can play 3 to 12 people. It's one of the best games of all time. And before we go any further, I've got to say this is a commercial game that you can buy. So consider this a demo. You can buy a copy of Skull that plays 3 to 6 people. It's beautiful. It's got these lovely thick coasters. We fully recommend it. However, if you just want to play it with a deck of cards, you can do that. And it's very, very easy. So to play a 3-player game or 12-player game, all you do is you give everyone 3 numbered cards and 1 face card. So a king, jack, or queen. Everyone is going to have exactly the same hand. And then you're going to take the deck and you're going to put it away because the whole game is played just with these cards. Now, this is a bluffing game. It's basically, I sometimes describe it as all the best bits of bluffing in poker, with none of the math, none of the probability. It's just raw bluffing and predicting your friends. And it's great. Do we all agree that it's completely great?
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, right. It's sold. The 3 people in this room agree. We're in. Okay, so here's how it works. Everyone is going to pick up that hand of cards. And in a round of Skull, you're all going to start by putting a card of your choice down, like so. I would put a card down, then Kylie would put a card down, and Annie would put... the tension is palpable. So once every player has put a card down, then you have a choice. As it comes back to you, you can either put another card down and you put it on top of your existing stack, or you can bid. Now I'm going to explain bidding in a bit. Let's just whip around once more, and I'll put 1 more card down.
Putting a nice normal card down.
Just a normal card, not the face card, right?
Yep.
So let's say I want to bid now. We've all put 2 cards down. It's come back to me. I'm thinking, you know, I could put down a third, but instead I'm going to bid. Now, I can say any number from 1 to 6, because currently we've got 6 cards out on the table. Now, what I'm saying there, when I say, I don't know, let's say I say 2. I bid 2, okay? What I'm saying is I can flip 2 cards, starting with all of my own, and reveal only numbers. And here's the key thing. I could be lying. So let's say I start the bid with 2. It then goes clockwise, so Kylie would have the option to bid higher or pass.
I'm gonna pass.
She's gonna pass, she's out.
I'm gonna go 3.
3, now it's up to me. I could say anything, I could say 4, 5, or 6, because again, we've got 6 cards out. I'm going to say 4. You've passed, so we're gonna skip you. Back to Annie.
Let's say 5.
Okay, you know what? Right, fine, I'll pass. So when everyone has passed but 1 player, that player must then flip the number of cards they said, starting with all of their own. So Annie said 5, so she's going to flip her top card. It's a number. And then there, 2 of the 5. Okay, now this is where things get pretty exciting, because once you've flipped all of your own, you can then flip, working from the top down, any piles of cards around the table. So if we were playing with 12 people, you could take a card here, card here, card here. But there's just 3 of us, so Annie is going to have to take the top card, either of these.
I'm gonna go with you, Quins, because you were keen to bet. So
She's safe. That's card 3 of 5.
Yay!
It's 4 of 5. So now, no choice left. The 5th card has to be Kylie's card.
See, now I feel like you've been a massive bluffer, but you haven't.
Hey! Okay, great. So Annie said she could flip 5, and she did. She did not reveal any face cards, which means she's won. She has, Annie, congratulations. You have won. You look really nervous there. You have won 1 point, and if a player wins 2 points, they win the game.
Cool.
Now, let's just rewind time a little bit so I can show the other way that could have gone. So if we just cheekily... Now, let's imagine once again you've bid 5.
Yes.
You flip both of your own.
Yep.
Now, for that 3rd card, you want to flip mine, right? So you would reach over, you would flip it, and oh no! You have revealed my face card. That's losing in Skull. When you flip a face card in Skull, that means that you have lost and you must stop. So Annie said she could bid 5, she flip, and then flipping a face card, she immediately stops, she has failed. And there is a punishment for failing. So once that face card has been flipped, the round is over, so everyone is going to take their cards back into their hands. But for the shame of hitting a face card, now what's going to happen is Annie is going to shuffle her hand up, and because she hit my face card, I get to take 1 of her cards away.
Such waggly hands.
That then goes in the middle. In the middle of the table, you will slowly amass a pile of cards from people who have hit face cards and then lose 1 of their cards. So really, those 4 cards in your hand, you can think of them as 4 lives, or really, 3 lives potentially, because if you are left holding your face card, there is no way that you can win. That is the entirety of Skull. And the only fiddly order of business is who starts each round. And the answer is, if someone steps on a face card, like so, if Annie or Kylie steps on my face card there, I would say, haha, I caught you. But also then I would start the next round. However, if you succeed, as we saw Annie do earlier, I can flip however many you say, and then you actually do that, then you get a point and you start the next round. The key thing here though, when you're losing a life, as you do whenever you hit a face card, obviously you lose something at random, but it is always secret. Other players may figure out that maybe you've lost your face card, which is known in Skull as losing your teeth, because actually once you've lost your face card, you can't catch anybody out ever, but nothing stops you from going and decide, pretending like you know what you're putting down. Equally, if you only have this card left, like I say, you can't win the game, but you should definitely not let your friends know because it's still possible for you to make them look like idiots. If you have one card left, you can't win the game, but you're still going to play it. Which brings me to one final rule, which is if it gets round to your turn to bid and you have no cards left, like if I only had one card, I put it down, you've each put down one card and the bidding goes back to me. Because I have no cards left in my hand, I don't have the option of putting another card on my pile, which means I must start the bidding. That's it. Did I miss any rules?
I think that's pretty good.
We played a version where, I don't know if this is just an alternate way of playing, where it doesn't go around in the circle who goes first. Everyone can bid at
Fantastic catch. Yeah, so this is a variant that, this is how we played Skull accidentally, and it turns out it's a great way to play. So if we just grab some cards back, we can show the other way of bidding and how that works. So I put a card down, Kylie puts a card down, I put another card down, Kylie puts a card down. I put a card down, and then
I'm gonna bid 3.
Now, ordinarily, this would go clockwise, and it would be Annie's turn to bid or pass. However, the variant way of bidding is that anyone can shout out any number at any point, and there is no order, and it is anarchy. And it's obviously a little loose because what might happen is two players might say the same number at the same time. You just kind of have to go by groupthink as to who did it first. But it's just an optional way of playing the game that makes it a bit more frenetic. There's less waiting for your turn, there's more chaos. So you bid 3, 4.
5.
I think it's yours to flip 5. And that's how that other kind of bidding works. Give both kinds of bidding a shot. Just most importantly, try this game. It is so very, very, very good. Thank you very much for watching. It is very good. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. We'll see you next episode.